Computer. That's so true. I am definitely having the computer experience right now. In fact, so much so that check it out. It's everyone's favorite. Um yeah, so this computer is I'm having a couple of issues. So bear with me. Getting stuff up. Yeah, ScanDisk mentioned. Yep, that's right. Um Yes, for those of you who haven't seen my post on the topic, we are going physical. This is an actual vintage laptop running Windows 98. Um, I managed to scrounge one up on Marketplace, and it mostly works. I say mostly because it has a few problems. Also, are we getting no? Okay. I think the problem that I've been having is audio driver related. So the first little bit of this might become some driver finagling potentially, because and this is going to be interesting because now my setup needs to be on the other side of my desk. So bear with. So I have this machine. This is an actual, honest to goodness, physical machine. It's a Dell Latitude C800. It has a Pentium 3 CPU. It currently has 128 meg of RAM because there was another stick of RAM in it that was causing it to fail to boot. The other stick of RAM, uh, if present, makes this stick of RAM behave badly. So I don't really know if this stick of RAM is good or not, but it boots. So there's that. Anyway, I have fitted it with a an adapter and a M2 SATA SSD, so it should be all nice and fast. However, um, hang on, is audio like the one thing I didn't test aside from all the others? Um, okay, it works in the real world. Headphone. I'm juggling so many things. Headphones. Follow, hello. Um, I cannot at all think why this would be doing that. That's really annoying. Um, okay, yeah, you're coming along for some uh some adventures. Hello everyone, welcome, welcome. Um, this is definitely the Windows 98 experience. So just to clarify, if I run dxdiag, it tells me there may have been a problem accessing the system information. Not a screen you generally want to see. So I'm going to say yes, and then I'm going to say yes. Okay, so dxdiag comes up, right? Yeah, and like, welcome to Windows 98 system administration, right? Um, okay, this is dxdiag. It is showing us nothing because it is not checking the system information because it breaks. Direct music is just off, right? So if I start it again and I say yes and then no, it it never goes past this. And I haven't pushed it. Like, I haven't let it run for like hours and hours and hours, but I have left it for probably a good solid 10 minutes and nothing came of it. So that's what makes me suspect this is an audio driver issue of some kind. So I think for the first little bit of this, I do have our regular cover CDs and magazines, but for now, let's try and get this booting without having that problem. So I hope that this does something. Oh, it's such a good, yeah. So this is a Dell Latitude C800. I keep getting it mixed up because I also have a D610, which is a later but lower end model, I guess. Genuinely, this laptop is kind of incredible because it's got a 1600 by 1200 pixel active matrix display. It is so dense with pixels, it is kind of nuts. So much so that running it at native resolution is just kind of unusable in Windows 98. So I'm not. So I'm running it in 800 by 600 for ease of streamability. And of course, it has VGA out. So I've had to come up with a solution for getting VGA into OBS. I'm still dropping frames. Wow, this is my setup might need to evolve once again. Anyway, at least it's not killing this machine. This machine is just killing itself. 486 before touchpads. Yeah, I do kind of like the old trackball style. This does have a track point, so you can use that. But honestly, I'm way too used to touchpads at this point. And honestly, I gotta say, this is not a bad one. This is a Synaptics one. It's got some of the like edge scrolling gestures. They're a little unreliable in Windows 98, but it works. So I think we've proved conclusively that turning off this device doesn't work. So let's try. Yeah, right. And here you can see that Device Manager is frozen, and so is DXDiag. So let's see if it will let me end that task. Yeah. Okay. And now it's just locked up. Welcome to Windows 98, everybody. This is how it. Well, this is not exactly how it was, but this is representative, you know? Unfortunately, I remember a lot of this. So we're going to hold down that power button. We're going to let's try again. I might boot into safe mode and see if I can disable that thing. One like sad thing about this change in setup is the capture card, or sorry, I now have a cheap ass scaler. I picked up a GBSC from the store that must not be named, and it is cheap. It is based on the GBS Control open source project, which is pretty cool, a little bit jank, and it does seem to work for my purposes. However, and here's one of the other problems with this machine. Sometimes it will just freeze on the Windows 98 boot screen. And the way that I can tell if it's frozen is by pushing the font button, which toggles the panel's scaling mode. And if it doesn't do anything, I know she's dead. So we're going to hold the power button again. Welcome to vintage computing. It's unfortunately very, very real. Okay, so we are actually going to do safe mode. if I remember correctly, I should be able to come in here and turn off the offending hardware. Hopefully, because it shouldn't have loaded the actual driver. That, and that just works. Okay. So if anyone knows of better drivers for the ESS Maestro 3i PCI audio drive than these ones dated the 10th of May or the 5th of October, I'm not really sure. That date, if anyone knows of any better drivers than that, let me know. Because these ones are not good. All right, what else have we got? Do I need to turn anything else off? Also, I have a SCSI controller. I don't know where it's used. Maybe that's like a breakout or something. It has USB disc, of course. And it has an ATI Mobility M4 with, I think, 16 megs of RAM. So it should be able to game if I can get it to not like freak out when DirectX is initiated. So let's reboot. Yeah. I imagine it's an expansion port. Oh, pardon me. It might be something that you plug into. There's a dock that goes with these systems. It might be something that's available on that dock, but it is, the chip is built in. I'm not really sure. Yeah. This is big in the dock era. The D610 I do have the dock for, and it is kind of cool. It's like, it's really weird putting a machine in that situation. Oh, you know what? Okay. The other thing that I need to test is I did install kernel EX, which is like a extension for Windows 95 and 98 that adds a bunch of the later NT based functionality. I no. Does it still freeze? It may still freeze. The other thing that kind of put me in the direction of maybe shit's broken is I can't get Sandra to start up. It just freezes. So I think something is behaving very badly, and I don't fully know how to decode it. Oh yeah. If you haven't seen the Sandra logo before, it's incredible. This is supposed to be a fairly comprehensive like system information tool. Like I've used it before, briefly for some stuff. I'm annoyed. I wonder what else it could be. I doubt it's T clock. I have ClamWin for some reason because I don't know, because I like getting nagged about virus database updates. But yeah, Sandra is not supposed to do this. And the other thing, with this, this applies to games too, unfortunately. So if I were to run, whoops, what did I just launch? Apparently we're. Wow, I don't know if you can hear that. This is that Mac emulator that we looked at a few weeks back, or I guess Mac environment, where you can legitimately run the actual Eric's Ultimate Solitaire demo on this Windows 98 machine, which is kind of awesome. Um, yeah, it's great. I love that it updates the title. Like, there's just so much good ideas for how to do this kind of Mac, like fake Mac thing. It's got stuff at Expander, for goodness sake. It's got Risk. We can play Risk. I don't know how to play Risk. It's great. Computers, man, they used to be cool. Or not, depending. Going. I don't seem to be able to cancel this. But what are you saying you should have used for Mac themes? Oh, this emulator. Yeah, no, I don't think I'd recommend that. Oh, wait, what was that? I think I like held down Alt or something and it. Okay, anyway, let's end that task. I think we have just entered a loop here. All right. So, I have a quest for my viewers. He says it's a favorite scan disk again. I have a quest for you. Figure out what's wrong with my laptop. I'm really hoping that it's not a driver issue at all, that it's like the RAM is bad, because that would be such a simple explanation. Unfortunately, RAM for these machines, this is a I think an early Pentium 3, so it's a PC 100 RAM module. This is pre-DDR. Did you know there was a single data rate before double data rate existed? Crazy, I know. And in particular, it apparently only wants low density RAM. There were kind of two different versions of RAM at this time. There was like high density, which I think used fewer chips to achieve the same like amount of RAM. So I think you'd have like 4 chips on a stick versus low density, which is usually 8 chips. And I don't really understand the ins and outs of it, but my vague understanding is that this affects the like address lines in some way, so that systems that only expect low density can't handle high density, or rather, they will see it but with half the available capacity. So annoyingly niche RAM in 2026, and unfortunately, I don't have any other machines that take it. And of course, it is available from a couple of gents on eBay who will happily send it to you for $40 a stick, which is. I get that this is niche and legacy and weird, but I don't know if I can sustain that. So, I'm trying to think what else I can turn off. I'm going to. I maybe got a little enthusiastic about installing add-ons. I've got you know the. I don't think that should be affecting anything, but you know, you never know. App is that thing. Right, what's Dad app? What is Dad app? What Dad app is? Oh, Dell Access Direct. Dell Access Direct. I don't actually know. Add tray. Oh, right. This is the thing that allows the fucking internet button that is on the keypad, which you can see pictured up here. Mine is not silver though. Mine's like black, matches the body of the laptop. But anyway, yes, if you press that, guess what? It opens the internet. It was so funny. So funny, the shit that we like. Okay, the other thing. So I had to scrounge for a bunch of drivers because, of course, the current Dell driver website does list this model, but it would only give me drivers for Windows XP. Now, this shipped, if you believe the box, this shipped with Windows 2000 or Windows Millennium. It is also supported on Windows 98. But I may be flying a little close to the sun. This might have been more of a corporate, I have legacy systems set up. But it has a bunch of like function keys, right? Okay, I need to show you this one then. So it has a bunch of function keys, the escape key, the F keys, and a bunch of the other like system navigation keys have like a little bluish, purplish extra label. So escape has suspend, F1 has setup, F3 has like a battery icon, F5 has like a screen with an A in the middle that is sort of toggling between dark and light, etc., etc. So you think, okay, sure, this is like for low-level boot stuff or whatever. No. It just does this. It just does this. If you press function F5, it just does this. It doesn't matter what OS you're running. It doesn't matter what situation you're in. This seems to be in the BIOS. This seems to be in like low-level system management. So it will just interrupt your OS's access to the display in order to show this horrible, horrible function key list, which is actually kind of useful, but at the same time, it's really funny to put this on a laptop with such a high-res display that, like, yeah, it's it's super weird. The other interesting tidbit about this is it saying, oh, you have a TFT display. You don't have an STN display. You don't need the invert colors button, the reverse video button. And also, this has the arrow keys, as you can see at the bottom, double as brightness and contrast controls. Well, they both just do brightness if you have a TFT. So it's kind of pointless. But it's so funny to have a machine. Like, I doubt that Dell were still selling STN screens in 2001. I have no data to back that up, but I cannot imagine that they were still selling them. And I imagine that they probably stopped selling them, at least, to the consumer market. Maybe they kept them around for business or industrial uses. But I'd be kind of surprised if they still sold them in 1995, let alone late 90s. Yeah. And the other thing, STN is like one of the TNs. Like, there's multiple different types of TN, but STN I think was the most common. And it has a timeout. I didn't actually know that. I just left it up and it just did it itself and gave Windows control back. It doesn't like suspend the OS. Like, if there's stuff running, it will just keep running, but it does interrupt like Windows access to the display, which is really funny. I'm not sure if it's more twisted than usual. Hang on. STN. Right here. Does Wikipedia have us a thing? Yeah, okay. Super twisted pneumatic is a type of liquid crystal display. STN displays improved on twisted pneumatic displays by twisting the liquid crystal molecules at a much greater angle. There you go. It is when they twist them more than usual. Yes. To me, these are normal crystals. Ooh. Oh, that's good. Okay, the other thing that I haven't been able to figure out is there's like there's like volume keys, right? You've got function and page up and page down should be up and down volume respectively, and function end should be like mute. Now, obviously, I've uninstalled the sound drivers, so it's reasonable that doesn't come up now. But I've never seen them work. And there's this like disp program that I'm going to double click just because I'm like, well, it doesn't appear to do anything, dear reader. It's kind of annoying. Yeah. Anyway, all right. So what can we do to diagnose this? I'm gonna tell Demon Tools to take a hike for a bit. I sincerely doubt that Clamwin is likely to be doing anything, but I'm going to tell it not start up. Let's restart and see what happens. There is a release of Process Explorer. I had to do some digging. Shout out to Vogons, the forum. I don't know if they're actually nice people or not, but they have a lot of useful knowledge to share, and I appreciate that from them. Although it is kind of funny, you know, you come into this kind of situation, you're like, well, what's a solution for this? And then it's like, oh, go read this entire thread. I actually had this experience looking for like a VGA capture solution. And you go there, you know, it's like, oh yeah, just read this thread. And it's like, the thread is 70 pages long. The thread started in 2009 and is still going. It's like, okay, look, I get it, but also just read the thread is really brutal when you it's such a long one. So anyway, all right, let's do dxdiag and let's bypass direct sound. Okay, so let's not. Alive. You are alive. Welcome to DirectX Diagnostics, the stream about DirectX Diagnostics. How good are computers? Everyone loves computers, right? This is what computers are. Exposing the true face of computers. All right, let's see. The only other thing that I can think of, yeah, computer's derogatory for sure. The only other thing I can think of is I had initially when I was trying to get the drivers for this machine, I couldn't get the Windows 98 drivers. I think I was trying to say this earlier, but I got distracted. I was trying to find the Windows 98 drivers, and I could only find Windows Millennium drivers. I didn't remember that Windows Millennium used the newer driver model, and therefore it doesn't work properly on Windows 98. And in fact, Windows 98 then goes, oh, I need a bunch of files from the Windows 98 CD that are only on the Windows Millennium CD. I don't know. There are definitely a lot of different ways I could go about this, and I think one of the things that I'm going to try is installing like Windows 2000 alongside this and see if that works any better. Windows 98 is definitely correct objectively in terms of it's the time period that I want to be exploring, right? But this is a slightly newer machine. it's entirely possible that the legacy drivers at the time were not as well done. But I don't think that direct music should take this long, you know? Um, DirectX. It really is the true Windows 98 experience. I'm gonna cancel that. Um, oh, I don't want music. I want input. No problems found. It says 2000 is the one that's NT based. Yeah. So yeah. Unfortunately, it passes all of these. So I don't think it's graphics. I think it's just the music. So like a driver cleaner. Okay, I don't know. Let's explore this from a different perspective, huh? Let's go and boot up our APC CD-ROM, if it'll let me. Oh, recalling that I did. Oh, thank you for the follow, Kay. Hello. Welcome in. All right. What have we got? What have we got? Desktop and shell tools. Let's see if we've got anything useful. You're muted. You mean you're muting me? You can't hear me? Yeah, so sorry to go back to the 2000 being the one that's NT. Yeah, so the I think we ran into in one of the last streams the fact that Microsoft were already planning to sort of merge the two at this time. So like Windows XP was the point at which the consumer and I don't know, consumer and commercial, I guess, versions of Windows converged. So prior to that, you had, you know, Windows 95, Windows 98. Pardon me. You had Windows 90, 95, 98, and Millennium, which were all targeted at end users. And then you had Windows NT and later Windows 2000, which were targeted at businesses and, you know, other applications. And NT, of course, was more stable and more consistent. And so it was always kind of a thing of, well, why did you give consumers the terrible one? But yes, so Windows 2000 was NT based and quite stable. And frankly, back in the XP era, I ran Windows 2000 on my machine, which was way too slow for like Windows XP, but ran 2000 great. Yeah, I mean, so the real thing, Egrets, that I'm trying to balance here is like hardware compatibility. I don't think there are NT4 drivers for this that I can find easily. Although that's I'm guessing there. That might not be true, actually, because Dell do seem to have a lot of drivers around. But their website is broken for me, so anyway. All right, well, anyway. Let's have a quick tour of this CD. I'm like hoping I can find something that will help me diagnose this on here, and maybe we can learn. So that's right. It's December 1998, and we have the top 200 downloads of 1998. I'm sure one or more of these are going to help us to diagnose this system. Business tools. I don't think any of these are going to help us, but let's have a quick look. Utility for managing time and tasks. Okay, yeah. Oh, Sonic. Yeah, I do want to get Winamp on here. Obviously, I had it on my VM, and I need to get Björk back, of course. Sorry for the lack of Björk in this one. She will return, I promise. Got an address book for Macintosh. Brainstorming tool. Oh, I did install. Hang on, I did install Windows Media Player. God, I I hate all this. I hate having to go through that. But yes, Media Player 9, and I've got like almost all of the skins that existed. So we can have the Batman Begins skin. Or I guess we can't. Weird. Um that. Look at this shit. Don't you want to listen to music through that? I sure do. Anyway, yep. So if we run into any Windows Media Player skins, we've got that. Electronic Assistant, okay. Expense. Ah. Right, not to be confused with Fubar 2000. I love seeing all this vintage Linux software. A address book of yesterday. Why is it of yesterday? I don't know what that's supposed to tell me really. Uh Dot plus notes. It's actually pretty cool, yeah, like a tree view thing. We're doing notes, you know, Obsidian style, way before Obsidian existed. Oh yeah, and I don't have Office on this machine yet either, but I have on my VM. Not that it mattered much for our uses, but it's useful being able to like open Word documents and stuff. Ultra HAL Assistant. Wow. This looks kind of dreadful. I want to have a look. That's me. There we go. All right, let's pop that on the desktop as yeah, and speaking of period incorrect but useful things, 7-zip. 7-zip 9.2, I believe, is the last version that runs on Windows 98. And I love that the design of 7-zip has like never changed. It's, you know, you got it right the first time, Igor. Oh, let's go. Okay, Ultra HAL Assistant. I wonder if I'm going to regret not... Hang on. Hang on. I think that I need audio for this. So even though like DirectX and a bunch of other stuff is broken, I'm going to enable that work. Isn't this fun? Isn't this great? Okay, cool. Okay. Let's test something. Okay, I need a reboot. Oh boy. Yeah, I really want it to be Microsoft Sam or something similar. Oh, I totally missed. Thank you for the hydrate and posture check. I totally hadn't like I only just got affiliate status, so I haven't actually checked all of that stuff. Apologies. But yes, my posture is good. I have my water. I'm going to take a swig from it. Thank you for the prompt. Going to... Okay. I have confirmed audio. We have confirmed audio. So my question is going to be... a Windows Media Player. Again, the real Microsoft in this era experience. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Okay, all right. It's fine. It's fine. Continue. Dabaware Inc. Allowed to disclose serial numbers. Yeah, okay. Oh, they didn't expect it to go this fast. Oopsie. Well, that's okay. Ultra Hal. Hal. Does anyone know why setup programs take that long to put those shortcuts in the start menu folder when it opens them? Or is that just Explorer taking a while to like read them? Oh my god. You need to restart your computer before you can use this stupid assistant program. Awesome. Just Windows 98 things. Yeah, I don't know if I'd finished saying earlier, but one of the things that's a little disappointing about this setup as it stands is the GBSC. So a fairly capable little scaler. It does a reasonable job of VGA to HDMI and doesn't have any major artifacts or issues, which I'm pleased by. It can't do rapid mode switches, you know, well. So yeah, things don't go so good from that perspective. Oh, I just noticed that there was a line in there about the ESS audio thing. Hang on. Wait, what? I don't think you could hear that, and I'm very sad about it. Hang on. Let me do a little digging. Hang on. Not great television. everything broken now? It might be broken. Okay, so not that button. We might just have to do some cursed shit in order to get audio. Hang on. Bear with me here. Sorry for. Let's put. Use my. Can I not do. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, hang on. I think I know what's going on. Hold on. Ooh, okay. Check if that's horrible for you. Noisy. Ooh. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay. It wasn't connected properly. Okay. Welcome to Ultra Hal Assistant. I'm gonna hang on. I think that's a reasonable amount of volume for a ding. Okay. Let's have our tutorial of Ultra Hal. Oh my god, I hate him. I hate him so much. Are you doing anything, Hal? Does this guy do anything?
Hello, my name is Ultra Hal Assistant. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I am a smart artificial intelligence program. That means I simulate human intelligence.
Hello, Ultra Hal. Not these AI
When
bros
you
again.
communicate with me, you use English. Talk to me like you would talk to a normal human being, and I will understand you.
Are they like toggling the font size on the register button to make it
You can type to
visible?
me in the text box below,
Yeah,
or
I think
if
it
you
is.
have a data-compatible speech recognition software installed, you can use that to communicate with me.
Communicate with me.
So you are probably wondering what I can be used for. Well, I have many uses. I can help you be more productive. I can help you be more organized. I can entertain you, and I can teach.
Shit, for real?
I can start any program you have on your computer if you simply ask me to simply tell me something like open Paint, and I will find the program Paint.
Yeah, the
and
register
open
button
it.
changing fonts is crazy to me. That is such an evil little
I can offer
detail.
help with any Windows program you have. If I run a program for you, you can ask me a question about the program. I will scan the program help file to help you find an answer.
That's kind of a cool idea.
I can keep appointments for you simply tell me something like I have a doctor's appointment in a week at 3 o'clock and I will write the appointment down and automatically remind you
The
when it
program.
approaches.
Can I actually respond? Hang on.
I can remember
I think we're just stuck. I think we're just letting him do his thing.
Tell me something like Joe's address is joe@hotmail.com and I will write it down. If you tell me email Joe, I will automatically start your favorite email software and write in the address for you. I can remember phone numbers for you. Simply tell me something like Rob's phone
Everyone
number.
write down Rob's phone number.
8331019. I will write it down in my phone book. If you tell me
in your phone book
I
right
will
now.
automatically dial the phone number using your modem.
Oh yeah, I forget about this whole phone dialing thing. The 90s were
you can
very
use
different.
my memory for anything you want, such as remembering street addresses of friends.
Friends.
My memory can be used for educational purposes. You can teach me about a subject and have me answer questions.
So what do we reckon this is based on?
I can also read text files and learn
what do
things
we reckon the
from
deal
them
is with
by
this?
myself. I was created and I can be a fun program to my most used feature is chatting. I can just chat with you about anything. I have a very large conversational
CD-ROM.com.
and I learn a new thing from every single sentence you tell me. Okay, so you are now probably eager to try me. Remember to just use plain English sentences to communicate with me. I have put my icon in the system tray below. That is right by your clock. Do you see that little computer face? Click on the computer face icon by the clock below and I will pop up and I'll be ready to plot. Right click on the icon.
I'm gonna let Hal finish.
Created and programmed by Robert
Just I am
my cool
tapping my feet a little at
by Kenny on my voice was made
the speed of this communication.
Right clicking on the computer face by the clock right now.
By the clock.
Hello shareware user, how are you? This is a very boring topic. Let's change this.
Well, at least he admits he doesn't know. Relevance 15%. Okay, what do you...
Something.
Fuck you. Fuck you, Hal. That's not okay. How many drives do I...
What do I know?
What is my...
Only registered users.
Oh, come on.
Get free knowledge updates from the internet. Please register me soon. I simply just don't know what your queue is. Can you teach me?
We can see what's in... Ah, okay. Am I allowed to change that? No. No. Yeah, the online learning thing obviously won't work right now. Won't work in... But... Yeah, right, there we go. See. Right, yeah, okay. Edit pronunciation. Oh, they actually do say pronunciation too. That's good. Holeware. PC holeware. Wow. Okay. Right. So there's no... I kind of expected this to have like a... Or like a demo set of data that you could look at. Nothing. Odd. Computer face or Hal's eye? Okay.
What you like?
Of course.
Program
Of
dictionary
course.
editor best, so please enter your question. If you don't want help, please say no. Are you sure?
Yes.
Alright.
Well, that's Hal. Let's go back to the CD-ROM. Let's see what we got. So was that in... That wasn't in business tools, was it? Yeah, it was. Right, okay, yeah. Not sure about that being a business tool. Gives you an idea of how computers may work in the future. If they only knew. Apostrophe S. Alright, and right, label printing software. Not particularly interesting. So let's move on to top and shell tools. Crowd control. Okay, like multi-user thing. Replaces the Windows 98 desktop with a center for monitoring system resources, accessing files, and scheduling appointments. What does that mean? What does that mean? What can that possibly mean? Let's fire up RetroZilla. I definitely would be happier if I didn't know how computers worked right now. Oh no, not that. Caps lock is on for some reason. Yes, that's right. This Windows 98 machine is on the internet. This has been excluded from the Wayback Machine. Huh. What's that about? Weird. Okay. Softix. Well, I don't know if I want to... Does have some HTML folder views and let's try it. Let's try it. Let's test this. The shit they don't want you to see on the Internet Archive. All right. Open that. Yeah, I love that this UI has never changed. Like it's still like this on the current version of 7-Zip. Shout out to 7-Zip. Setup. Yeah, who knows? I mean, it could be one of those silly things where, oh my god. I hate it when setup is like, you need to tell us what company you work for. It's like, what's that got to do with it? This is a personal computer. Leave me alone. I'm a user of a computer and I demand my rights. Icons. Populating things. I really want to see, because this is talking about like changing the HTML folder views. I want it to do something with this when it's finished putting these in here. And if it doesn't, I'm going to be slightly disappointed because that's how I would flex about having that capability. Done? You need a restart. Okay, all right. Ugh. Ah! Thanks, Hal. Bye. Oh, delightful. Oh yeah, speaking of weird things this computer can do, um, just nope, that's broken. I need a reboot. So I mentioned that this has those extra keys, right? For we showed the one that told you what all the buttons do. Well, there's also one for checking the battery, which is not working right now, which is awesome. I think that might have crashed again. So how's your day going? What a mess. All right, boot normally. Start Windows negurgently. All right, hard drive LED is still on, so don't panic. Don't panic. Does this for some reason. See, there we go. Then it blinks, and then it starts animating again in a few seconds. See? Little wobbly. Yeah, it is a wobbly computer. That's for sure. Yeah, maybe I need to go through my auto exec, clean it up. Again, the Windows 98 experience. I can't stress enough how much dealing with that is the Windows 98 experience. Okay, welcome to the Active Desktop Center. This wizard will guide you through the necessary steps to customize your new Active Desktop. Press next to start. Oh. Wait a minute. Can't you tell? Don't you know? Well, I'm going to say this is a Pentium 2 because it's not a Xeon, but oh my god. What the hell? What kind of... This is totally for like a survey, right? This is like, ooh, how should we develop this tool? How does it... Let's go. Yes. Oh, there we go. Back. Oh. God.
Hello, I am Ultra Health Assistant. Today is Sunday, I found a new program.
You'll get that? I have no idea what Hal just said. I'm hopelessly lost without Hal's subtitles. All right. Active Desktop Center. The ADC replaces your original Windows desktop with entirely new functionality. Abilities that were never before possible. That's actually kind of cute. Yeah. Okay. Two main. I'm sort of side-eyeing that my desktop is a page cannot be displayed. Yeah, that's my experience of Active Desktop 2. Watching. Folders are no longer limited to flat icons. You can now draw scribbles, write notes, and search for file. Wow. I did not expect it to have this. Enhanced web view. Views control. Okay, we're gonna have to fires on this. This is interesting. Personal folder. Windows 98 is the future. The Active Desktop was a great idea. Oh, what a what a great setup. Back Fascinating. I didn't know that people had embraced this. I mean, I guess it makes sense, but I'd never seen anything actually go ahead with making use of the, the folder as a web page view. So why is this not working? Oh! Yeah, okay. Remove. Okay. That's really disappointing, but not entirely unexpected. Enter. Yeah, okay. Who would have thought they didn't make this especially user-friendly? Soft ICS. Heard of them. Far over there. Maybe this isn't that good. Maybe this sucks. Yeah, wait, how do I get to my actual desktop? That's a point. Has this actually... Oh, God. Set it to, like, one-click open. Yeah, right, okay. So it has activated Active Desktop and set the Active Desktop Center as my current wallpaper. So let's set something basic. Double click, please. How very silly. Okay, well, back to it. See what else we find. I think CD1 of this volume has a bunch of desktop themes and stuff. Yeah. Size the open and save dialog box. Oh my god. Remember when that was a limitation? You straight up couldn't expand the open or save dialog. Yikes. Man. Panel shortcuts, virtual desktop tool. We got light step. Of course we got light step. You can't not have light step. Angelo. Yeah, Windows 98 is definitely the future. God. All right, yeah, Michelangelo, which we've already played with. Neat. Ah. Clearly labeled shelves is an interesting choice. Yeah. Michelangelo was a real one. I think we played with it in the VM last stream, or maybe the one before. Yeah, it's good. It's been around a long time for a reason. Oh, Talisman! Oh, I haven't thought about Talisman in forever. Oh my god. Does anyone remember Talisman? Oh. Yes, yes. Custom mouse cursor is definitely what I was doing at the time too. Oh dear. Wallpaper changer. Windows command. Education and kids. What do we got here? Animated arithmetic. Animated beginning typing. Oh my god, into the Windows folder. Oopsie. Yeah, remember this screen? Remember this? I kind of like this, but also I kind of hate this, you know? Animated beginning typing shareware. Try before you buy button. Program written with GL Pro from G Media. Yeah, okay. Actually creates your shortcuts, which is kind of nice. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I love them. Guthrie the Fourth? I actually kind of missed the Bjork theme. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'll dig it back up. I promise. 15 more critters when you register. Okay, this deserves a screenshot. This needs to be posted somewhere. All right, what do we want to be? I love that these are all just like filling in the white background. Yeah, clicking register really hard. All right, let's be the hammer. Yes. Okay, it doesn't want you to type too fast. You have to wait for the animation. Oh. Holy. Again, I must stress, this is a Pentium 3. This is so slow. Hello? No! You broke my computer. Okay, that's actually really cute. I like that a lot. All right. I'm gonna be banana this time. Okay. Okay. S K L. Sapphire. Adjective. Oof. Yeah, I love that this is just like key smashing. Alright, what's the banana gonna do? Ah! Troubling. This is what happens when you leave a banana for too long. All right, flying letters. What do we got here? Actually, I'm gonna go all letters. Oh, this is loud. Hang on, sorry. All right, I'm gonna cut that by another couple decibels. Hopefully that'll help. All right, I'm gonna go a shorter one this time though. All right, chat. What critter do we want to be for this one? I think this will be our last play of this. I single banana on the kitchen bench. Yeah, you should eat that. Airplane? Airplane. All right. The left and right arrow keys to set the speed, then press enter. Start slow. LF. Okay, this is this is quite easy. Okay. I guess I do type for a living, you know. Kind of makes sense that I'd be okay at this. Well, what's it gonna do? Oh no! Or let me know if the audio is a little bit better. Ow. Goodbye. Okay, I'm going to click the typing tutorial and see what happens. Yeah, okay, it's just telling us... Fair enough. Wow, okay, you can't... Still loud, okay. Well, we're going to quit. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. I like this. I wonder if... Animated arithmetic. Okay, so it looks like it's by the same people. I want to look at this. Because maybe we'll have more critters, or maybe it'll be the same critters. It's mean to keep Planey Boys locked up all day. Okay, well, maybe what I'll do is I'll turn this down to, like, there-ish. Because unfortunately, this laptop doesn't have an actual line out, so I'm using the headphone jack, so bear with. Me.bat. Guess I didn't read the other one if there was one. Flix Productions, 601 Ranch Road, Del Val, Texas. All right. Well, goodbye. Well. Or. Oh, okay. So we're in the same folder. Fair enough. Here, wait. Oh, you have a little mouse for your cursor. I didn't notice that. Or maybe this is different. I really like this animation. Okay, I'm less enthused now, but like it's cute. It's cute. I appreciate the effort. Oh. Whoa! You'll receive a CD with over 150 meg of additional animation, plus the ability to make hard puzzles and do 48-piece puzzles. Oh, please tell me this isn't like just a puzzle game. Oh no, what is this? Uh... Wow. Yeah? Oh, this is very disappointing after the last one. That one was cool. This is... Oh my god. Puzzles or mazes, chat? What do you reckon? Are we human or are we dancer? Maze? Alright, you got it. Register, you can make hard mazes. Okay. Play a maze. I love the freaking Windows 3.1 file dialog. I feel like if you remember this, you're like entitled to compensation. This shit sucked. This shit was so bad. All right, let's see. Why are they .pic files? Oh. Oh, okay, right. It's like, can't get the cursor over there. It only lets me have the cursor in this area. That's so rude. Okay, so I think it's... Sometimes your brain thinks a thought and you just type it. Yeah, tell me about it. I've been there. That's what Blue Sky is for. Unhinged thoughts. You file them away. Oh! Uh-huh. Does anyone know what that meant? What? Yeah, this is quite disappointing, honestly. Let's do some multiplication. All right. Fives. Ah! I can't believe I got it wrong. We got the bad animation. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is really disappointing, actually. I was really hoping for some of that cuteness, because the typing one is just full of... Yeah, full of more. Once 10 problems are completed, the student gets to visit the game room. Are rewarded with an animation when sold. That's not so good. I wonder if it's just those two on this CD. Animated arithmetic, typing. No, okay. Elmo's Preschool Deluxe. I'm sure someone's seen this before. Fast type. A lot of typing tutor, which I guess does make sense. Wardrobe. I gotta see this. This is interesting. Sorry to all the Elmo fans, but I feel like Elmo has enough coverage. He doesn't need more publicity, you know? Someone trying to be Terry Gilliam, yeah. All right. IBM and Crayola. Oh my goodness. Now that's a cursed combination, if ever I've seen one. My God. This icon! Why does it look like that? Why? Oh, I hope this doesn't give me nightmares. I mean, I also hope it runs. Oh no! Fine, we'll set 256 colors. Oy. And hope that everything still works. Yes. Yes. Okay. One time period to explore. Chrome has 12 time periods. 12. Okay. Elizabethan England. Wow. Read about a famous woman of the time. Ah, it's the Queen. When Elizabeth I became the Queen of England, her whole country was falling apart. It was the 16th century. An entire fleet of ships from Spain, the Spanish Armada, was sailing. M-dash. Did an AI write this? I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of everyone being like, oh, you used an M-dash. They were trying to take over England. The boats were big, and they were stocked with weapons. And whenever they fought, they won. Oh, hello, cat. Oh, I can click on the cat. That's good. Also, there's a quit mouse. Okay. I just wanted to click the mouse. Anyway, let's continue. Oh dear. Elizabeth had to work fast. She pulled together her troops and went to war. With Elizabeth as their leader, the English succeeded. They defended their land against the Spaniards. Oh, that's a very good emoji, egrets. I love that. Honestly, I want that as my actual cursor. Didn't seem like she would ever become queen as the youngest daughter. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay, do we gotta hand it to Elizabeth I that William Shakespeare existed? Could she really be credited with this? Anyway, okay. I like this background. This is actually cool. I wasn't sure about that icon, but I'm kind of okay with the art in this, to be honest. Oh, you're the help cat. Oh, yep, good. Cat, you'll probably be wanting those. Yeah, perfect. That's it. That's all we want. Wow. Oh. Okay, so you can print your choose borders. Okay, those are cute. Is this it? Is this the whole thing? Whose diary is this? Is this supposed to be our diary? Or is this supposed to be Queen Elizabeth I's diary? I don't know if I like this anymore. This is kind of... feels a bit cheap. This feels like a kind of half-assed girl game, you know? On. All right, let's check the credits. Of course, it's made with Macromedia. Hyperspace Cowgirls. What a great, great company name. Holy shit. Programming by Code Horse? Okay, there's a lot of good names in this. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, fair play. There's something in there that I'm sure like a small kid would be, but you know, that seemed... when do we hit the Micromedia? Yeah. All that. The developers of Britney's Dance Beat for PS2. Oh my gosh. Hey. Well, it's like a cool concept. I wish that was better. I wish there was more of an activity going on there rather than just like a dress-up doll and a coloring book, you know? Learning grammar. Mind Forge fractions. Oh my gosh. Okay, I need to see this cow. Cow detected. Acquiring cow. Double click, why not? I was 5 or 6 when I was entertained by our patterns. Yeah.
This thing's heavy. Oh, get a smaller logo. There we go.
Okay.
Before we begin, would you like me to teach you how fractions are made?
Hi there, partner. Yes, please.
Fractions are made when something, like a pizza, is divided into equal parts.
Oh, this is great.
The total number of pieces in the picture tells us the type of fraction it is. This pizza is divided into 2 equal pieces, or halves.
Oh, thank you for subscribing, Damien.
Each of the 2 equal pieces is called 1/2.
Which bit is loud? Sorry. Is that the Twitch alert or the... Sorry, let me get on that. Oh, game? How is definitely louder than I am? Huh.
When a pizza is divided into 3 equal pieces, we have thirds. Each of the pieces is called 1/3.
Okay, I'm gonna knock another like 10 dB off it and we'll see what happens.
When a pizza is divided into 4 equal pieces, we have
Is that
fourths. Each of the pieces is called 1/4.
Well, thank you for letting me know. Apologies. This is a new setup.
When a pizza is divided into 5 equal pieces, we have fifths. Each of the pieces is called 1/5.
I will admit I was more entertained by the cow before it started explaining to us that,
Now
divided
let's
into
practice
five,
what
it's in
you've learned.
fifths.
Peekaboo, I see you. Get ready.
Boy.
4 naughty dogs took a cake off the dining room table. How would you divide the cake so that each dog gets an equal share with none left over?
Might be quarters.
Well, that's right. You've divided the cake into 4 equal pieces, or fourths. When you divide the cake this way, each dog will get the same amount with none left over. You're almost as cool as me. Good job.
Oh. Okay, I'm coming around on this.
And in this corner, we have the next question. Let's get ready to go.
Yes.
There are 3 children on a camping trip. How would you divide this pie so that each child gets the same amount with none left over?
Cut it into 4, and then there's one for me.
You've divided the pie into 4 equal pieces, or fourths. Remember, when you divide the pie this way, 1 piece will be left over.
Yeah, for me. I want that
Hey
one.
there, I'm Moo, and I'm here to say, try a different answer. There are 3 children on a camping trip. How would you divide this pie so that each child gets the same amount with none left over?
Oh.
Well, that's right. You've divided
That's
the pie
right.
into 3 equal pieces, or thirds. When you divide the pie this way, each person will get the same amount with none left over.
This is amazing. Has anyone
Yeah,
seen this before?
Well done.
Is this a known quantity? Is this on Moby Games?
It's
Oh my
only
God.
logical that you prepare for the next question. There are 2 hungry friends watching a soccer game. How would you divide the pie so that each friend gets an equal share
Yeah, it's
with
so
none left over?
it's so borderline. I feel like this could be sincere.
Well, that's right. You've divided the pie into 2 equal pieces, or halves.
Gosh.
When you divide the pie this way,
They had a
each
real
friend
cowboy-
will
yeah,
get
true.
the
This
same
is what cows
amount
sound
with
like.
none left over. Well, ring my bell and call me home. Well done.
Taking that off.
There are 3 hungry sailors on a ship. How would they share a can of tuna so each sailor
Yes,
gets the
exactly.
same amount with none left over? Well, that's right.
I
You've
kinda-
divided the tuna into 3 equal pieces, or thirds. When you divide the tuna this way, each
I mean, I get
sailor
that this
will
is
get the same
maybe a
amount with none
reasonable
left over.
First introduction.
Way to work it out.
to
Well
fractions.
done.
But I was kind of hoping for something other than like multiple choice. Multiple choice. Sorry, I just
For the
saw
next question.
hire
In the
real cow
fraction
actors.
zone.
Yeah, please do.
There are 2 people at a party. How would you divide the cake? Well, that's right. You've
That's
divided the
right.
cake into 2 equal pieces, or halves. When you divide the cake this way, each person will get the same amount with none left over.
Left over.
This one is for you. Good job.
Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
It's only logical that you prepare for the next question. There are 2 children at the dinner table. How would you divide the pizza so that each child gets an equal share with none left over? Well, that's right. You've divided the pizza into 2
I
equal
just
pieces,
want to see
or
this
halves.
progress
When you divide
to
the
something
pizza this
other
way,
than
each
which of
child
these 4
will get
things.
the same amount with none left over. Keep this up and you'll be a fractions master. Prepare for the next question. In
I need
the
this cow
fraction
to
zone.
Teach me how to understand
There are
fractional
5
inches.
hungry cats to feed. How would you divide this can of tuna so that each cat gets the same amount with none left over? There are 5 hungry cats to feed. How would Well, that's right. You've divided the tuna into 5 equal pieces, or fifths. When you divide the tuna this way, each cat
Oh.
will get the same amount with none left over.
Yeah, there really are a lot of questions left.
Yeah, well done.
Me when I jump.
3 children want to share a piece of candy. How would you divide the candy so that...
All right, let's speed run this.
Well, that's right. You divided the candy into 3 equal pieces, or thirds.
Oh,
When
so
you
if you
divide
divided the
candy
number of
this
questions
way,
we need to
each
do into
person
4
will get
equal
the same
pieces, we would
amount
have done
with
one
none
of
left
them.
over.
Incredible.
I'm so happy I could dance. Well done. And in this corner, we have the next question. Let's get ready to go. 2 children want to share a piece of candy.
It is a pretty
How would
cool
you divide
cow.
the candy
You're right,
so that
Pika.
each child gets an equal share with none left over? Well, that's right. You divided the candy into 2
Oh, come on!
equal
I just want this
pieces, or
to.
half.
I just want this
When you divide the
to
candy
start going.
this way,
You've
each
got
person
3
will get the
fifths
same amount with
and
none left over.
2 quarters, and you add them together.
This
what
looks
do you
like
have?
the right way. Well done. Peekaboo, I see you. Get ready. There are 3 children at the dinner table. How would
yeah, I
you
don't know
divide
if
the
I can
pizza
keep
so
this
that
up.
each child gets an... Well, that's right.
Can
You've
I-
divided the pizza into 3 equal pieces, or
Can I
thirds.
skip?
When you divide the pizza this way, each child will get the same amount with none left over.
Yeah, there's no skipping.
Woo-hoo! Very good.
Woohoo!
Prepare for the next question in the fraction zone. There are 5 hungry sailors on a ship.
My God.
How would they share a can of tuna?
We're done. Are you sure you want to quit fractions? You can't cut back on fractions. You'll regret this. Okay, yeah, we got some credits. Voice talent, Noah Evans. Mumu and Boris. Hey. Oh, well. Well. That's cool. I want to see their website, to be honest. Or are we still on 256 colors? Did I not change that? I keep doing it. I keep not going to this thing. I'm gonna hang on. Wow, where do you do that? Anyone remember? Preferences is in edit. Of course it is. Silly. Oh, not that one. That one. All right, let's check out these MF fractions. See what they had to say about it. While I'm doing it. Get us a few more colors, you know? I think that might be a nice thing we can have. Anyone got any questions for Hal?
Certainly, I do know fractions. I don't know any jokes.
Well, that's disappointing. Hal, you're a disappointment. Well, there you go. That was Mindforge Fractions. If we can get the Mindforge website going. Print Factory. The secret squirrel decoder. Wow, I completely flubbed that. The secret squirrel decoder encrypts your messages. From hypno.net. Wow. Ah. 3D castle creator. Oh, so IBM and Crayola had a whole like product line. Okay, I mean, I'm imagining this probably won't work on this machine, but I need to know. Because if I can make a 3D castle, I would love that. I would love that for us if we could build a 3D castle. I do need a castle to put my Queen Elizabeth in. That is absolutely true. Visual Basic for kids? I mean, yeah. Why wouldn't I want that? Ah, oh, we got there. Okay, let's go. Let's do, I don't know, December 2000. Where the hell was that when I needed it? Yeah. What you got? Interactive self-paced tutorial providing a complete introduction to the Visual Basic programming language. You think it'll teach you on error continue? Probably. Ugh. Okay, well, how much of this are we gonna have? Start here. Doc. Visual Basic for Kids shareware version. I'm an adult and I still don't know how to build a VB program. That's fair. That's not a skill that's been emphasized recently. Oh, this is by Kidware. Yep. You should be comfortable working within the Windows environment. Also be used by big kids. There you go. You need to have Visual Basic. Did it on VB4, VB5, or VB6? VB6. Shout out VB6. What a classic. Kidware at jetcity.com. Interesting to release a set of like Word documents as shareware. I've never seen that before. That's interesting. Yeah. No, this is cool. I think I mostly learned through just being a huge nerd, but yeah, this is very cool. Back in the early 1970s, Bill and Paul were friends at Lakeside School in Seattle, Washington. Okay, we got our time, we got our place, we got our main men. Okay. Bill and Paul enjoyed working with computers and wrote many games they could play. Games like tic-tac-toe and moon landing games. These computer games were all written in a computer language called BASIC, which stands for Beginner's All-Purpose Symbolic Instruction Code. I don't think I knew that. Hello, Dark Witch Claire, welcome. When the first small computer was developed in the mid-1970s, Bill and Paul had just started college. They had improved their computer skills by then and were able to tell that new computer how to use the BASIC language. They sold their version of the BASIC language to other people. They started making money selling it, started to make a company. You may have heard of their company, Microsoft. Yeah, I missed that. I didn't catch that. Shout out to anyone who did notice that Bill and Paul were indeed Bill Gates and Paul Allen. That does make sense. Yeah, okay. Know how to use your computer and use the mouse. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. You should have a little knowledge of working with your operating system. You know what file extensions are and how to identify them. Huh? All of these skills if you ever used a word processor, spreadsheet, or any other software on your computer. If you lack any of these skills, ask someone for help. They should be able to show you how to do them in just a few minutes. We're going to take it slow. In this first class, we will learn how to get Visual Basic started on a computer, how to load a program or project into Visual Basic, how to run the program, how to stop the program, and how to exit from Visual Basic. Okay. We assume you have some version installed. Okay, that's a little mean. That's a little mean. Yeah, okay. Yep. I imagine we're missing some formatting because we're just using WordPad rather than an actual Microsoft. Good enough. Yep, you've got your main window with the title bar, you've got your toolbar, project. Ooh, okay. We've got some graphics going on. Gave me access to a C64 and computer magazines. Yeah. I get the sense that people don't do that anymore. People give kids iPad and then they watch Blippi forever. I say that my references are out of date. I don't think Blippi is the thing anymore. I think Blippi. Toys have disappeared. What happened? Okay. All right. Yeah, this is a cute way of doing it. I like the idea that they're going, oh, the program does something unexpected. Let's like unwind why. So what do the other classes actually... I know. That's so millennial of me to be like these kids on their iPad. But like from a computer literacy perspective, I worry a bit, you know? I think there's, and you know, we're kind of seeing the cascading effects of what happens when we de-emphasize computer skills in favor of, well, we'll just let the big corporations deal with it. And I think a lot about the, you know, encroaching on technology by the big companies and sort of making them all walled gardens for their own benefit. I don't know. We need money out of politics and humanities. Yes, we need computer people to actually like have ethics. Help a lot right now. All right. Well, yeah, that's cool. I'm not sure if I'm prepared to read all of it today, but neat. I'm glad someone tried. VR blocks. Aww. Really? Hang on. Cat? VR blocks. Well, here we go. computers and ethics in this economy? I mean, that's, that's fair. I feel like that totally touches on, an important topic, which is like everyone used to kind of just be trusted to figure it out with computers, and there's a degree to which everything becoming platforms is sort of taking that away. And is that good? Is that bad? I don't know. It's different. This is cool. Wow. So the real question is it going to load? Or is it just going to hang? Because I've been having lots of trouble with games and graphics. So we'll see. Yeah, intelligence as a utility is horrifying. People are always going to find ways to make stuff. I think that's the thing. Yeah. Oh yeah, there are ways to do it on an iPad. That's true. All right, yeah, I think we got to end this one. That's a shame. Well, we'll try and come back to it once I've got whatever driver issue I have. I hope it's a driver issue. Between now and the next stream, I'll probably end up playing around with this. I need to like repartition the SSD that I got for it. That. What else we got? Disk catalog, file synchronization, default folder. Shout out default folder. Yeah, and I mean that's the thing where I think the story that came out the other day about how all of these age verificate. Well, okay, that's too broad. These age verification laws that are being pushed worldwide have the backing of a direct path to Meta. I feel like tells you a lot about the motivations behind it, and the fact that we can't let them win. It's bad. Yeah, don't let them win. Don't let them win. Someone tries to sell you a computer that you can't actually own and that you have to provide ID to use. Don't do it. Just keep using your current computer. We can't let them win this one. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine in a year using this computer becomes illegal because it's not checking that I'm an adult? Like, come on. No. Yeah. Opposing Meta and Alphabet and Google is definitely... As a web developer, it drives me a little bit crazy how much rope people are willing to give Google because, oh, well, Chrome is good. Not great. Chrome is not good. I don't like Chrome. Chrome is bad for everything. Chrome is bad for the web. Norton Navigator. Imagine all the file management utilities you currently use all rolled into one. I don't know if I want that. I don't think I want that. Oh god, yeah, don't get me started on the AI companies. Like, though, yeah, they need to be destroyed. Okay. Search and replace. I think I'm good. said reserve. I don't think I need to encrypt and UU encode my files right now. Text search. Turbo browser. Turbo browser 98 works the way Windows Explorer would have if Microsoft had put some thought in. Really? This? This is what you wanted? Oh yeah, I should kick the tires on Orion. I've been meaning to. Is that made in Turbo Pascal? Sure, but I'd believe it. Laura. What is this? Expecting this to just be like the Unix file command, but that it? Have it now? Oh, we do. Oh, we already played with this. Okay, never mind. Yeah, see, I was kind of hoping for more, more like the Unix file command. Like I want, oh, this looks like it's an MP3 file. This looks like it's a blah, 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 you know? Yank! Cool. Home and relaxation. All right, let's get home and relax, shall we? Athletes database. Okay, that's kind of neat. For them, good for athletes. Shout out athletes. Baby bits. Okay, we've seen the cocktail things. Oh, I think we've browsed some of this before. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to double check my inventory of discs. Anyway, let's get to like system tools and see if we can find anything that's potentially helpful for our current predicament. Oh my god, that is a very, very crunchitized JPEG right there. Idle. DirectX 6. Yeah, I love that we've just got enlightenment. Just all of enlightenment. FAT32 for Windows 8. Master Booter. I guess they were Hungarian, so maybe they didn't know. But disk partitioning software? What is this? Is this? I bet, yeah, this is almost certainly a boot disk. Just syntactically distant enough, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to play with that right now. Nova disk. Backup utility. Okay. Performance 95. Driver and file updates. I mean, that could be what we want. Who knows? It can't hurt, right? Yep. Let's go. Internet Explorer? What? Why does this have Internet Explorer and Netscape Navigator components? All right, sure. Fuck it. Who cares? Would you like to... Oh god, is this gonna be stuck behind an account that you can't create anymore? Ah. Yep. Cool. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. Profile. Well, now. Failed to log. Okay, well, that's fucking useless to us then. It's a shame. But it happens. Did I close IE? I don't remember doing that. Okay. Well, let's up yeah, I think I need to uninstall Ultra HAL as well. That's a bit disappointing. Okay. I think I need a reboot. Wobbly PC things. We stand a wobbly PC. Yep. That's what it does. Boy. Are getting our Phoenix mixed up. I forgot about Ultra HAL's shutdown dick screen. Awesome. Yeah, disappointingly, the digital side of this capture setup can't react quickly enough to show you the BIOS post screen, at least in its current. Oh, sorry, at least in its current setup. Punch you in the ears like that. Uh oh. Settings.
Hello,
Nice.
I am Ultra Alpha and today is Sunday, March 15th. The time is 4:30. I found a new program.
Nice. I don't think that's very. Okay. Why does desk pack come up like that? I'm gonna. That wasn't very good. What? No. 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 No, 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 no. God. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. Demon tools. Come. All right. Let's just jump forward in time. Let's go to 1999. Party like it's about to be the year 2000. See what we got. Or I'm not because so shout out to my wife for scooping me on this one. I was fiddling around with this disc the other day and she saw this image and was just very taken with it. So it's already ended up on the web via her. Anyway, let's party and OS zone. Whatever that means. Oh, we've got the hot new downloads for Windows, Mac, Linux, and handhelds. Including Lunar Phase 2.0 and a Y2K Party Planner Kit. Right. And a bunch of new desktop themes. Let's have a look at the desktop themes. What do we got? Oh, we've got a KDE theme. Well, I'm kind of impressed. I want to get a look at that wallpaper. I wonder if it's in there. Oh. Oh, that's ugly. Okay. Do I keep closing Internet Explorer or does it keep disappearing? I'm very bamboozled now. Anyway. Graphics from that old show, The Most Extreme? Yeah, maybe. I Carumba. An interesting theme for lovers of legs? Alright, I need to know what this is. Carumba start Windows. Okay, well. I should install Microsoft Plus on this too. That's like the one bug in 7-zip on Windows 8. It doesn't like drag and drop. Like some pink thing going on. Gotta get the Microsoft Entertainment packs? Yeah. Oh. Interesting. Does anyone recognize this? Does anyone know what this is? Fans of legs. I'm still kind of baffled by that one. Anyway, there you go. If you like legs, we got legs. Bathing snow monkeys. Monkeys.exe. Yes, please run that. don't know about this thing of like making multiple copies of the same icon. Copies of the same icon in order to serve as. Seems a little pointless. Well, there are the monkeys. Those are definitely monkeys. Blue heart for enlightenment. Man, again, I really need to, I don't know, find a Linux with enlightenment available. Bob Dylan. Rice. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna scroll past the ones that are all by Sandy. Not feeling inspired. Dragon. It's also called Celestial. Oh boy. Why does it have to be an exe in a zip? Double click the celestialdragons.exe file. I'm constantly doing that, you know? Yep. Okay. So monkey. You don't even drag and drop the dragons. I know. This is unfortunate. Well, I like these. Yeah, okay. Some icons going on. Hey. Recognize that artwork. That feels like something I should. From a book. Dragon Riders of Pern. Oh. The like chopped up bits of music as yeah, it's a little funny. Wait, is that the fucking Gibson? Is that the freaking Gibson right there? I've been a theme junkie for a long time, but have just enjoyed the fruits of other people's labor. Know what I like and don't like in a theme, so that's what you will and won't find here. Yep, there you go. Image courtesy of Artem Visual Effects for the film hackers. Let's go. That's awesome. I'm so here for this. I'm gonna pop that on the desktop and 7-zip just to be on the safe side because I don't know where it's gonna put it. Oh, okay. Yeah. That and then I'm so hyped for this. R2. Top themes. Computer City 1024. Yes, this is it. This is the thing. Why do I have like... Oh, is that part of the image? Huh. It's like a weird edge to it on this side. Yeah, cool. Hell yeah. Hack the planet. Cyber Windows. Okay, we got to get cyber. We got... IE. Does not. Okay. Starting to feel like I need like a shortcut to the themes folder. Cyber. Oh. Oh man, look at these icons. Wow. And of course we've got our logo.sys and our logo.w.sys. Let's have Oh. Let's go. Does anyone recognize these sounds? Oh my god. Okay, that's cool. So I don't know if you know, but these are boot up screens. And I forget what the W versus the non-W is about, but basically there are two files on the hard disk that Windows pulls up in order to show a startup or shutdown screen. It uses palette cycling for, I forget if it's like the first few colors or the last few colors. And so that's what like this color thing is. These blues will like animate in the thing. And that's why in the default one, it's like across, and same in the other one that we just looked at. So that is one of the more creative ones I've seen. That's pretty cool. How about the that one? Yeah, so the stretching, I think that comes from weird old like computer video modes. I think they would like render half of this in order to get a 320 by 200 output. I don't fully know the reasons, but yeah, that's what they did. That's how they did it. All right, let's see. Cyber Windows. The fucking IE Borg is really good. I kind of love that. I don't really like the colors of the theme, but that is cool. Man. All right, what else we got? Mark Marble for GTK. All right. Add a futuristic look to your desktop with this artist's prediction of Microsoft's next CEO. What? What are you talking about? Dinosaur screensaver. So this isn't even a theme. Screensaver France. Sure. Wow, it comes with an authentication certificate. Goodness me. Okay. Oh. So it's pictures of dinosaurs. That it is. Oh, let's see. So once again, I feel compelled to ask, does anyone recognize these? Does anyone know which dinosaurs these are? Oh. Yeah, this is from Dinotopia. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're sourced from various places. Yeah, the screen saving function is maybe not prioritized here. I'm very confused about this line. What does this mean? What happened here? Anyway, Eclipse 2. Window Maker. This theme should please anyone who likes fairy tales. Anyone. Another Sandy's theme. Have for any live fan? Got any live fans in the chat? Another Mac desktop theme to make Windows users envious, but it's a zip. Zip. Uh-huh. So, what? Having a zip in a zip is a particularly odd kind of choice. A New York melody. I don't think I care enough. Tool. Right. Well, that's the desktop themes. What else we got? Check out downloads for Windows. Well, we've got Get Right. I do kind of want to check out Lunar Phase. Do that. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. Ooh, okay. I wonder if this info is still accurate. Oh, that's cute. Right, because it would be differently oriented in a telescope versus binocular. Oh, wow. Oh, was there a total eclipse? Like earlier in March? I must have missed it if there was. Anyway, yeah, okay. It's a moon phase thing. That makes sense. PaintShop Pro 6. Quick menu 4. Yeah, let's check that. What is that? Oh god. Okay, I kind of want to see what they have for Windows CE. Oblit. Wow. Anyone got a Windows CE device? Code wallet. Wow. Conveniently and securely store information for instant access. I bet. By colors. File editor. Pro. All right, what games you got? Oh man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to install or like run these, but I want to try. You got WinCE? Hell yes. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't mentioned it on the stream yet, but I have been looking at old phone games. I kind of want to try playing some old Java games on stream. But being a big nerd and kind of a weird perfectionist, I wanted to have Um, I wanted to have a kind of period correct input system. So I may have bought a Razer V3 on Marketplace, and I wanted one. I was going to buy two, and the guy ended up giving me four. So, so I now have four various Motorola Razers, 3 GSM, 1 CDMA. Oddly enough, the CDMA one is the easiest to use because it doesn't need a SIM card because CDMA phones were weird. So it just kind of does the thing. The other ones, I had to download these old Motorola hacking tools in order to bypass the SIM requirement because there was basically no way I was going to get a valid SIM card for any of them because they are GSM phones. They need old SIM cards for a phone carrier that does still exist, but none of their modern SIM cards will work in it. Anyway, more on that as it develops. Homeworld downloadable version. It is an irresponsible number of Razers, but I did feel like I was, I would have been an impressive sight in 2006 with my 4 Razers coming home. And they all do work. I'll give them credit. It's pretty impressive. There's one that one battery was completely dead. One of them was pretty dead, but was able to be revived. The other 2 are fine, or as fine as they can be for being. It was just as well that I had the CDMA model because it's actually different hardware under the hood. And it turns out that model is much easier to charge than the other models. So it has been kind of my battery charging mule, if you will, to revive the others. That I just had a bunch of them sitting on my desk. And unfortunately, in the case of the original Razer V3s, they will not boot without a working battery. Which is, it's one of those engineering decisions that's sure, at the time, but later it's I really wish you just made it work that other way. So anyway. All right, this needs a DirectX. I don't think I've ever actually played Homeworld, so I'm kind of curious. Oh God, where's... I totally wasn't paying attention. Sierra, there we go. Homeworld downloadable. Now, again, graphics things seem to have been having trouble, so will this boot? It's a good question. The hard drive light has... it's intermittently flickering. But things are not looking great. All right, I might have brought this computer to the stream slightly prematurely, but you see where I'm going. You see where I'm going with this. Ultimately, I think this will make things a little easier because it's I don't know. I'm not dealing with multiple display capture things. I'm just getting HDMI. Will it actually end task? I suppose this is the biggest thing that I had sort of forgotten from Windows 98 is how often you tell it to end task and it just goes, yeah, I'll try. Good luck. We have things so much easier now. Oh, here we go. This is also one of my favorite things. Yes, I promise I will bring back Björk next time. Um, when this screen locks up, that's good, right? You know, this it's funny. I was like posting about this yesterday on online, and um you know, it was pretty fair at the time that Apple made fun of this in the original release of macOS 10. It's pretty embarrassing that they're still making fun of this because Windows hasn't been like this in a very long time. Um, yeah, the pre-protected memory era, the like Win32 kernel, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. They wanted to give consumers absolute crap. um, Not good. And yeah, the other thing that I'll probably do is I'll probably set up that Windows 2000 partition that I was talking about. I've been meaning to dual boot this anyway, and just see if the driver situation is any more stable. I'm almost tempted to try Millennium as well. I don't know. Maybe that's not a good idea. Maybe 2000 is just better.
Mark 4 protective system
Oh!
for use in
Hello, I am also helpless and today I found a new program.
Oh, what a beautiful moment. I'm so glad you were all here to witness that. God. Okay, well, I think having issues with DirectX has pulled some of the wind out of my sails a bit here. So I might call that a stream. Thank you all so much for coming. Thank you, Damien, for the subscription. Booting up a bunch of programs at startup. Yeah, the other thing about this, man, having one CPU core, we have it so good these days. We don't know how good we have it. It is kind of ridiculous how much computers are improved by being able to actually do two things at once. Oh my gosh. You know, it's the same with like Mac OS 9, you know, you copy a file and it's like, "Oh no, your CPU is busy." It's kind of a weird thing. Anyway, well, let's get ourselves some pipes. Challenge beeping. Yeah. Yeah, thank you again. I will endeavor to get this working better next time. Whether that ends up being I reinstall it and make fewer mistakes, or I install Windows 2000 or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot going on. Thank you all for being here. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. Oh, I should go to my end of stream screen. Do. Why am I not allowed to do that? Shit's grayed out. Why? There we go. Okay. What do we got going on? What's here? Who's on? Luck with the challenge beeping. I think I might send you over to Rachel Retro. Rachel's a good egg and is doing some game requests, it looks like, which should be fun. Cool. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a good one.